Hello everybody out there. Thought I'd talk a little bit about when I first realized I wanted a motorcycle. I think I was probably 5 years old. And my uncle gave me a ride in his sidecar. I can't remember what bike he had, but it was this big, like, kind of boxy looking black, from what I remember, sidecar, like fully enclosed. And he took me for a ride, and you know, he might have taken me to school. I think it was. And I was like, I'd seen motorcycles before, but that was my first sort of introduction. And it was the most amazing thing ever, I thought. I couldn't believe this. Just, you know, you're driving cars and stuff, and then the difference between a car and a bike, and that sound and the rumble, vibration everywhere, it was really cool. So ever since then I was hooked. And I think the first time I rode a motorcycle, I wasn't very old. I might have been 8 or something, or 9, and my uncle had one of those kind of like a, I don't know, a little farm motorcycles. I don't know if they tote goats or something, I don't know. And I convinced him that I knew how to ride a motorcycle and that I'd be able to ride it. So I remember he sat on the back and I just took off like a madman. And I remember hearing shouting, and I was like really scared, but I was also like sitting on a bike riding it, which was amazing. But I could hear shouting behind me, and I looked behind, and he jumped off the bike and was just screaming for me to slow down or stop or whatever. And I remember just finally losing control in I think it was a vegetable patch or something, or I probably went through his flowers garden first and then into his vegetable patch and ruined a lot of stuff. But you know, just knew right from a young age that I always wanted a motorcycle. Just something about them. So yeah, what was your first experience on a motorcycle, or that made you decide you wanted a motorcycle? I think I got my first one from a friend when I was maybe 14, and it needed some repairs and stuff, but I got it working, and I'd take it out and ride it once in a while, just kind of close to the house. Not legal at all, and it didn't work very good, but it was fun. And then the first street legal bike I had was a little Yamaha FS1E50. We called it Fizzy 50, or Fizzy. And man, I was free. I didn't even notice the lack of power. It was just so nice to get out, be able to go where I wanted to. And I think it helped a lot, learning how to ride too. Having to start on a small motorcycle and get the most out of that engine that you could. There's times where you would finally build up speed to the max 35 or whatever it was miles an hour, and you come to a corner and you didn't want to shave off any speed, you didn't want to brake. You go into that corner at 35 and just pray that you made it through, and the motorcycle's flexing and bouncing, and most of the time you made it. It was fun. You learned a lot from those small bikes. Second bike I had was a little DT50. Yeah, a little Yamaha DT50. Um, that was fun. Had that for a while. Then I got a brand new Yamaha again, RXS 100, and I think I told the guy I was going to pay him cash, and would he throw in a helmet and gloves, and I got, I think it was called a laser helmet, and a pair of Frank Thomas leather gloves that he threw in on the deal, and I was pretty happy about that. So, brand new RXS 100, power galore. Oh my god. Well, that sort of felt like, man, I'd love to go in there. I think it's been shut down for a couple of years. Just you drive by at night sometimes and it's so creepy looking. Want to go in there. Thanks. So I had that RXS 100 for a while, a year or so. That was so much fun. I mean, the power increase from the 50. I can't remember if the 50 did like 35, 40. I think it might have been closer to 40 miles an hour max. But that power difference, I think the RXS 100 probably did like 75 or so. And then I got a RD350 LC, another Yamaha, strange enough. And that was insane. 2-stroke, 2-cylinder, 350cc. It was just crazy power. And the guy I got it from had tuned it up a lot. It had Swarbrick exhausts on it, rear sets, so it had that kind of, your feet were quite far back. It had a fairing. I think I had the pod filters on, like was it K&N pod filters? I can't remember. But that thing was just so fast, so powerful. And especially going from a 100 up to that 350 was just crazy. But I had the experience built up from the smaller bikes. I mean, compared to what I'm riding now, that RD350, wasn't in the same like ballpark, but it give you a run for your money. It was a fast little thing. So what was your first bike, and what got you into riding? Well, I guess I should say your current bike also, if you're on your first bike.